Nice fluid transition. All right. Ah, I can't get enough of that, like, sort of noise. So you can see I've actually bought all the expansions. They are available on Humble Bundle now for like the season pass is available for not that much. I think it's like 20 bucks. So everything is here now. Boom. And that means that we're probably going to be playing more of this game. This game excites me. And I saw The Last Fall. The Last Fall looks interesting. I want to see this game without the snow-filled terror. Speaking of the word terror, I just started getting through the show, The Terror, and it's quite terrifying, and it's just as cold as this game. Maybe not as cold. It's not minus 80 Fahrenheit. Maybe it is. It's probably not. Okay. All right. I remember we are on a very good point right now. Our discontent is extremely low. Our hope is fairly high. I mean, to my standards, is pretty high. We have 2.5 days, a little bit more than 2.5 days, before this drops down to -80. So, our goals, as I mentioned, is to hit this right here. So we need to get our steel production back up. We have enough wood. And then I also want to get a factory. So we actually need 44 or 45 iron. Right now, our coal is okay. It could be better. So I think, you know, if we ended up hitting this point first, I think that we do that first. All right, so what is our steel production at right now? So we have it fully staffed. I think that's an improvement over last time. So right off the bat, a little extra time in there because we're on another tight deadline. Notice there's no warming spot here, so all right, so this one is fully staffed. And fully staffed. What kind of temperatures are we looking at? Oh, it's so toasty. Oh, that's right. This was one of the things I was kind of complaining about. So we have -3 weather and +1 building insulation, +2 heating zone, and +2 heater. And what that means to me is that we have 5 against 3. So if we count these up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 levels. So if we were to back out of this, my assumption is that it would be at cold, because it's a full subtraction from each of those things. So we would be at cold. And now we're adding 4, 5. So we're adding 1 to here, that's 2, and then 3. So I don't really understand. Maybe the default is freezing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it makes sense why we're over here. But if we turn off the heater, we're gonna be -2, and we're gonna drop down to chilly. So just hitting that, now we're at chilly. So we're at like this sort of crossroads where we have too much heat for the current temperature, which is good because we're about to drop 1 level. In other words, all of these homes are going to be going from livable to chilly, like these guys down here. So we have to get all of these upgraded because right now, when that temperature hits, it's going to be down from chilly to cold, which is not going to be pleasant. I wouldn't want to live there. Livable seems very pleasant, but not so much cold. Alright, so this place is also really chilly, or not chilly, it's pretty comfortable, but its default is warm. Okay, alright, so what can we do to get our steel production up a little bit. So what do we need in order to build a steam sort of mining thing? So steel works is 25 wood. Do we spend that now? I suppose, you know, well, we just don't have a lot of people to move around, right? I think that's my biggest concern. So this is a coal mine. This is for automation. Alright, where's our wood? The wood. Here's our wood thing. Fully staffed. It's not amazing. But it'll do okay. So 9 per hour to spend 20. Okay. So in 4 hours we would have presumably made up for it. So I think if I can spin around just a little bit more, I think we should be able to plop another one of these down, and we can move some people off of our research for now, put them into here, and we'll be able to make up some of the steel, because right now we have a lot of steel to make up. So let's go ahead and do that. And for the time being, I say one more time. Alright, let's grab this guy, get rid of them. Come on, guys. Enough of that research. I really appreciate all that research, but we can't handle it right now. Alright, so let's get to speed 2. This is climbing back up. So steel's rate isn't bad, it could just be a lot better. That's right, it's still cooling off from overdrive. Overdrive will give us a little bit of extra time. How much is in this pile? 400. So let's go ahead and put those engineers on there for now, while the steel thing is building back up. All right. So, grumpy old man. Sir, a crowd has dragged an old man from his house. They're going to force him to submit to the public penance. Repent, you wretch, someone shouts. Maybe this will teach you to keep your foul mug shut. Shut. Not shot, it's shut. I was just thinking, how does one keep one's foul mug shut? I don't know. Alright. This man is known for his sharp tongue, but we have no reason to doubt his piety and loyalty. Content will rise. Discontent will fall slightly. He might get hurt. I trust my people. I'm just gonna go with that. Let's see what happens. I shouldn't trust these people. Were you out of work hours? No. Why are the engineers not working right now? They should be working. This is almost done. Nope, it's not. Just 9 people have been delegated. If the game is running at a pace that I'm just not used to for the past 5 days. You can see we're already burning coal faster than we can actually get. We're just under there. Alright, there we go. So now it's starting to get built. Efficiency breakdown. 1 employee delivers. So why is my efficiency nothing right now? Are they doing it? They might be doing it. This has gone up slightly, ever so slightly. Or did our engineers just like, are they just full of themselves and they're like, yeah, we're not going to do that. We are research people. We are not going to leave our post. Oh, we're about to switch them over though anyway. Boom and boom. Alright, so we actually had enough already. That's okay. Let's pause. And let's pop them back in here. And let's hit up our factory research. Oops. I get very, like, mouse happy here. I'm like, oh, just zip around. Bloop, 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 bloop. Alright, yeah, these guys are already working late. Okay. So, this place is turned off for now. Looks like we have 2 more engineers. So this one's fully staffed, so we can just put them in there. Slightly more. Alright, let's check out the American camp. There's not a living soul in the camp. We found about a dozen emaciated bodies. Surprisingly, most of them were amputees fitted with prosthetics. Oh, so they've done the factory technology. Let's explore this American camp. I love these little slow pan graphics and stuff. This image is pretty much the same image as at some point in episode 6 of The Terror. It's very reminiscent of that. Ugh. Okay. The American camp was starved Americans. Let's read our titles here. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Temporary settlements. Let's take those resources. All right, we got some steel. I'm confident in our current steel supply. I think in the days ahead, we should probably push on. And so we do have this thing. There's a lot of stuff in our list right now. Okay. Temporary settlements. We can see 2 rows of small wooden huts, but no smoke or other signs of light. All in all, it looks like a well-kept but temporary settlement. Let's check it out. Okay. Alright, so we got 2 people on... Oh, you know what? Okay. We can put them on the steel. That's fine. They can still be there. Alright, so... we have so much food. We could take all of these people out. Wait, how much are they producing? Well, they're producing nothing right now. We could actually just take them off. And we can stick them on the steel. And we can put the other remainder 1 on there. About 5 hours of coal. But we also have our automation, so it's actually a little bit more than that because we are replenishing it very slowly. So it's not 1-to-1, it is just less than... Oops, that's not the button I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Oh, look at that deficit. Oh no. So we might actually only have 5, let's see. I guess we will find out. Oh. I can just hear her tear him right now. I'm never gonna forget to upgrade their houses. Here I am forgetting. Or here I am remembering. Oh, that's right. It costs steel. Alright, so we're only 12% through, and we still have a bit of steel that we're actually going to be able to use for the houses. So that's the second reason why it's really important for us to start accumulating steel. And I hope it's going to time out well, and I think it will, because our explorers are actually 24 hours a day. They're 24-hour workers. So they're going to go to the next encampment, and that next encampment might have more steel. It just might. It just might. And if it does, that would be fantastic. You know, I just noticed something. I want to move my little crummy advert over to that corner. I don't know. It just kind of fits there. We're just gonna do that. This is what we call fiddling. I could either fiddle in the game or I can fiddle on that. It seems, you know, it could go either way for me. I mean, we're waiting for stuff to complete and kind of waiting for the next day to happen here. Okay, so we're at 4 o'clock now. Oh no, we're getting so close. So it's 5 o'clock. We're almost at 6. So 1 hour. Oh, I can't bear to watch. Less than an hour. So the generator is probably going to shut down just when people start working. There it goes. Instant health. It's okay. It's okay. So we just need to hit 12 and then we're good to go. Alright, so people are going to start working. See, our little heaters are turning on. Alright, so we can turn this on now. Okay. Alright, so we are back in business. Alright, so because these things are so fast, I'm gonna plop all those guys in there. These things are just so much more efficient than like the coal mines and stuff. So we're gonna pop that on, and we have these people out with plenty of food. We don't have plenty of food. It's like, oh, speaking of that church bell. Okay, we did that. We have more positive reinforcement. Yeah. Captain's words. Our faith keepers will knock on every door to spread the word of our captain and make sure it is obeyed. It's building a little bit. Overcrowded medical facilities, cold at home. 7 overtime work. Alright, so we're building up again. We'd really prefer not to run out of coal. It's down to 6. I'm assuming because people are getting sick. Yeah, we're up to 40 again. So we also have 3. What's our temperatures right now? So that can stay off. These are off. Chili. I think chili is not that bad. Alright, our steel is okay. We're gonna need 25. I'm gonna wait just for a moment here. And looks like we didn't have to move anybody around for the medical facility. That is a bit of relief. Okay. Waiting for this to get to 100%, and then we're going to switch over, which will then, looks like we're about to be, yep, there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the next bunkhouse. We only need 25 for the next research. Alright, before we do that, let's go ahead and check out our new temporary settlements, or our exploration of a temporary settlement. Oh, we're getting a lot of steam cores now. That's actually a bit of a relief, because we need steam cores for the automatons, I believe. So, the settlement seems to have been abandoned. It consists of several tidy wooden shacks that are now completely empty. An upright boulder stands at its center. Let's explore. Memory of injustice. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly plain face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't." Exiles of Tesla City. We won't touch the monument, but we decide to dismantle the huts for wood. Okay. Alright, so let's see, what else is out here? 16 hours, which means, let's see, right now we're at 1 day. So I'm assuming we'll be adding that time. So we can go to one more place before we kind of have to go back. I'm really hoping we find some coal. That's for sure. Walled colony. A sizable settlement surrounded by a low wall made of stone, ice, and snow. No movement, no smoke. Fishing village. A small village on the shore of a frozen sea. Reflection is visible there. Could it be open water? It could be one of those springs sort of things. I'm tempted to go here. Maybe we'll find some coal. I'm not particularly excited about open water. And this might be a little bit further away from our home, so let's go ahead and go to the walled colony. I hope to find some coal. Okay. Let's go ahead and queue up. Streamlined prosthetics, streamlined automatons, automation integration. Improves the workplace integration of automatons, boosting their efficiency by 10%. Automatons will cost 20 wood and 20 steel less to make. I have no idea how much they cost now. We definitely need some the next level heat though. So let's go ahead and start research of that. Okay. Oops. Now, let's see. For factory, we need 30 wood, 15 steel. Okay. That's okay. We'll have that in no time. So coal is looking a bit better again. And I think our choice to... Oh, we should probably put somebody out of here and throw that person in there. How's the pile looking? 217. Okay. This is going straight in, so I think I'm not too interested in taking people out of there, out of the mines. Oh, what's going on here? A note of thanks. Someone has left a note at the care house. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it's so hard for families to properly care for an invalid. I did it again. I mean, it technically does say invalid. Invalid. Places like this make life a little easier for us all. I'm glad I could help." Ooh. So much hope. Did we enact this thing? Oh, we did not. I think it was waiting for work to be over, or closer to be over. So we need how much for the, Ooh, we can make it now. Okay. So, this factory, I think... I don't really want to plop it, like, right here. I don't think the factory needs to be in any particular location, but this is where all of our hunter stuff kind of is. I guess I'll just put it on this side. Then again, I mean, we might get to a point where we might have these things stacked up. But who knows? So I guess I'm just gonna place it... Could place it over there. Oh, you know, I should place it... No, it's a little less critical because we're only gonna be making a few things at a time. So we don't need... So it's not super critical. It's not super critical to have constant warmth for it. Is my assumption for that. Alright, so once this is done, the first order of business is going to be making an automaton. I want to replace our workers in the coal mines with automatons. So, where's our steel? Steel's over here. Ooh, that's a frosty symbol. It's very cold. It's very cold. Alright, I guess we have no choice but to throw that on. And this one too. Let's see, this is dwindling. Alright, so let's go ahead and take these people out and put them back in the coal mine. The coal mine is going to be coal directly on our supply. Versus this thing, which is going to be just putting coal right out here. So I don't know what the rate in which this is going to produce with 3 people. Alright, looks like it's going down. So we could probably let's take 2 people off of there and put them in there. Maybe it's half and half. I think this swells. This is a thing that kind of swells. So it starts off as like kind of going down, and then they get more, and it goes boop, and kind of swells up. Alright, so what is... Work is over for some of y'all. Not everybody. We're almost done with that research. I hope we can get this research done before. So that was pretty much my plan for research. I don't know what our next research is going to be. I guess efficiency, we could make automatons cheaper. That would be really helpful right now. But I also would like to make an automaton like now. And I mean, I don't even know what the cost is for them anyway in general. We have so much food. Yeah, it was a good choice to take people off of this. That being said, we could probably take... I want to take 5 people off of there. And... kind of put 2 people on here. So these should be turned off. Okay, so we have a little bit of micromanaging here. Let's get those back on. Let's turn this one off. And let's see, what else? This one's off. Let's go ahead and turn that one off. Turn that off. I think that's it. Why do we have 17 homeless? Oh, were they in a hospital and now they're released? I'm a little bit confused about this. They were so close to finishing the research. Alright. So, on that note, this is about to finish. Heater efficiency. Heaters will burn less coal. 1 less coal per heater. That is amazing. I wish we had some efficiencies for this. I guess we have to upgrade the next tier. How much is the next tier? Wow, that's a lot. These priorities are interesting. I don't think streamlined automatons is the priority here. So I think I'm gonna ignore that. Excuse me. Thanks to Advanced Workshop, Workplace Organization, resources from coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage will be gathered 15% faster. Not useful because it doesn't exist anymore. Let's see. Excuse me. Alright. These insulations are very enticing. This one's pretty enticing. Not interested in this because the hothouse kind of sucks compared to the hunter's huts. At least right now in the game. Hunting tactics, I'd be more interested than hothouse insulation. So, excuse me. A steam-heated infirmary with 10 beds, and the sick are treated faster than medical posts, and the gravely ill can be treated safely and reliably. That is also extremely interesting. Between this and this, I think this is 2 levels, right? I mean, that's what it was for the house. Did it actually describe it as that? A comfortable house for 10 people, well protected from the weather. So it didn't describe it as such, but the effect of it was basically 2 levels. So I'm assuming the infirmary would also be something similar. That is interesting. I think right now it's all about conserving coal and obtaining more coal. So this will be unlocked here in a moment. I think heater efficiency is the next thing that we do, because if we do that, then we half our coal consumption on our little heaters here. 1 coal per hour, and then each heater consumes 2 coal. So we go back to that 1 coal, which is like no problem. I think between this and this, we're gonna be good, or well, it's actually just that one. We're gonna be good on coal. There's nobody in here, so I don't really care that the temperature is down. Or is that why we have homeless? That's why we had homeless. Oh. Well, there we go. Well, a simple mistake, a mistake that we've made, is a lot easier to fix than a mistake that I don't know how to fix. So we're at less coal than we were the day before. We're getting close here. So we're gonna get this finished. This is gonna require 40 steel, so I don't think we can upgrade the last parts of the houses before the next cold hits, which is very concerning. So we turned everything off, right? Yeah. Okay. So what temperature would these be? It would be chilly. Okay. So what else is there here? Overdrive couplings, heater efficiency, yeah. Advanced heaters, this is just gonna cost more. Steam hub efficiency, generator efficiency. Generator will burn 10% less coal. So I'm assuming this one is also 10%. So I think after this, our next big goal is going to be this. And I mean, we could do the outpost depot, but I think we're going to have to take a break on research, so we can upgrade the houses. Otherwise, everybody's going to die. So that's our priority right now. Upgrading our coal efficiency for our heaters. Then we have, what did I say? We have the heaters, heater efficiency, and then after that, we're going to take a break on research. Because in order to get to the next tier, we need to actually store a lot of steel and stuff like that. And I think with more people, with people out of the research, at least for now, we'll be able to kind of stockpile a bit more coal. Because once we upgrade the generator, we're gonna be using a lot more coal. 18 coal to turn this one on. 300% coal consumption. So basically, these generators are just negating the cost of the generator, basically. Well, not even actually. I wonder if this is actually even worth it. I mean, each level is like another 100% more consumption. So this one, if this is only 10%, we're only decreasing it by 20%. Is that really... I'm not sure how beneficial that is. Alright, let's check out our explorers. Our fearless explorers. Going to the Exile Colony. Numerous snow shelters, expertly built from blocks of hard-packed snow, huddle around cold, burned-out campfires. A deadly silence hangs over the colony. This search might provide some survivors. That's pretty exciting. We need people. We have plenty of food. No shelters, though. Let's explore. Dying exiles. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City, with food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. That was a camp settlement west of here, of this location. So we're going to be escorting them. A lot of engineers and a lot of children. Interesting. Oh, rob the exiles of their supplies. Wow, that is dirty. Oh, we're going to escort them back to the city. So that is a lot of people, though. That's so much people. So that's going to be, well, 7 children, 35 workers. That's 40, 50, almost 60. That's 6 more huts. We pulled the dying exiles, 7 children, 17 engineers, 35 workers from their snow houses and prepared them for their journey to our city. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth. Not yet. We'll tell them the truth along the way. Okay, so we have a new problem. Heating level 1. So yeah, there you go. Heating level 2. But it requires a lot of steel. Steel I do not want to use up here. So we have 64 steel coming in. The next tier is the cost is 75. Do we have any wood? 215. So when they get here, it's basically going to pay for the next tier. So that means that they're going to arrive in 1 day, just before the temperature drops. I was really hoping for some coal, but I'll take what we can get. So in the meantime, we're going to have to build some new homes here. So I think, unfortunately, that also means that we're going to stop upgrading, because we can't afford both an upgrade and adding 6 more homes. It's just not going to happen, so it's not going to fit there. Alright, so, well, so they're not in proximity. Let's see. I mean, this is where it's at. This is where you want to live, right here. Over in this neck of the woods. It's warm, there's entertainment, there's church. You know, it's nice. It's real nice here. Ooh, this one's gonna get the warmth of both places. Alright, so I'm gonna put a road right there. Okay. Does that mean what did we run out of? Okay, steel. Alright, so that's 2. Less than an hour. It's less than we had yesterday. Not good. It is not good. Here we go. The shutdown. And oh. How did discontent go down? I don't like that as soon as the temperature goes down, instant sickness. Oh, the heaters are trying. I do like that, though. The heater's dying out. It's so good. Such sorrow. Oh, no. Look at this. Just dying out. Oh. Alright. Work has officially started, and generator power upgrade 2 has hit. That means that we can now use sufficient heat. We can now provide sufficient heat, although it costs a lot more, which we cannot afford just yet. So I think heater efficiency will half our oh, that's right, we need steel for that, and here we are building homes. I think I'm gonna have to cancel them. We need the heater efficiency. That is absolutely the necessity. Okay, so we can plop these down. Alright, so I guess that one has to stay on. Turn these on. Turn this one off. No one's home. Wow, some of these are actually freezing. I guess very cold. 7 homeless. Oh, these turn off. Oh. Wonder, can we save coal on coal? Probably wouldn't want to do that. I mean, chili is not good. I can't wait to get that upgrade. We're so close. Keep an eye on that steel. Oh, I am eyeballing it right now. And pause and open. Ooh, I can't wait for this one. This one's gonna save us so much coal. So if I turn this one off, this one's gonna go to chili. It's gonna go to... It should go to chili. Okay. It did. Chili's not too bad if that saves us a bunch of coal. I mean, we are wasting effectively 16 coal every time we have to restart the generator, which is like an hour, almost a whole hour. So these guys are warm and toasty. These guys are being wasted by being here because they just don't have the insulation to even take advantage of what this generator has to offer. Ooh, this isn't good. Wait, this one we can leave off because nobody's there. Oh, we got it now. Okay. I hadn't noticed it. Ooh. Priorities. Priorities. Alright, so I think our biggest priority right now is pretty much the research. But once we resolve that, we're pretty much good to go. So I think a higher priority is we want the factory to be producing a automaton. So automations. Factory will produce one automatons from 100 steel, 100 wood, 50 coal, 1 steam core. Wow. So is that going to take it? It's going to take it from our supply, right? Is that true? Not functioning. Could not resume production, requires steel and wood. I mean, I have wood and steel. Not a lot. Oh, I see. You have to pay for it. Okay. You have to pay for it up front. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to do that until we actually have... Wow, that's a bit of a waste. I didn't know that... Mild frostbite on the citizen. Probably because you're not you're at home and not at work. And you should be at work. And that's where the automaton is. Oh. What about you guys? It's very cold. That's where the problem is. Because I turned it off. Awful leader. And that was like most of the day. Alright, so food is starting to dwindle a little bit. Cookhouse. Let's get this back up. A little bit of macromanaging going on. I don't mind a little bit of macromanaging. I think as long as we feel like we are actually getting value out of it. Hey, Jaster Jack, what's up? Just trying to survive this game. It is dark, dreary, and yeah, a bit terrifying at some points. I just discovered these little automaton things, these like big robotic structures. They are really expensive. So in order to build one of these, it's gonna cost 100 steel, 100 wood, and 50 coal, and 1 steam core. I assume the steam core, but otherwise that is really, really expensive. Speaking of expenses, yeah, it's real cold. Minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so do we save up now for an automaton? I feel like we kind of do. I think we do. I'm kind of feeling yes, because and the reason why is because they can work 24 hours a day. Stick them on one of these mining things, and we'll just always get coal 24 hours a day, which I think is going to be something we're really, really going to need. We're going to turn off that, and let's max out the remaining slots in our steel, and our sawmill is doing okay, and our coal mine is doing well, and here everyone's nice and comfortable. So I think we can drop the rest in here. Boop. And there we go. And there we go. Look at that. We have everybody delegated here. Alright. That was heater efficiency upgrade. So I think the next thing that is on my list here is either going to be the infirmary, which I can't afford making these things anyway. Oops. Or the next tier. And I think the next tier is what we do. So we can do the efficiency. Even though I think it's, I don't know. I think 10% does not get beat out by the 100% multiplied factor of the different levels here. I don't know. 200% coal consumption. I mean, I don't know what the coal consumption actually is. So, I mean, it could be 1 coal. And this is 3 coals. But still, I mean, 20% doesn't seem, at the moment, doesn't seem like it's super worth it. 15 hours. That is a number I want to see. And you still have 2 more hours of work. Alright, so since everybody's going to be starting to go home, we can flip these things back on. Okay, when does this one close? Yep, 6 o'clock. Flip that off. Got those on, got those on. These guys are all working late. And what is this? House of Prayer. Oh. You don't even need it on. Oh, you do. You very much do. Oh, that wasn't the House of Prayers. That was the generator thingy back there. Okay. So people should be somewhat happy now. It subtracted half of our time flipping those things on. Oh my goodness. Flipping heaters. Alright, so we are going to have a lot of homeless people on our doorstep here. So let's go ahead and start building up our home full population here. Pop that there. Their road going. And yeah. Let's see. We have 60 people coming. I'm tempted to just do tents for now. Just because it's a lot cheaper. I need steel. But if you're in a tent, you're gonna die. You're gonna die of the colds. Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about how low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold and ask you to address the problem. I can't address this right now. I really can't. It's a little bit of discontent. It's okay. What's with this place keeps turning off? This thing keeps turning off. Did I turn it off? I don't think I turned it off. Yeah, I clicked that. Maybe I did. I probably did. Alright, let's see. So these things actually automatically turn off. So we can leave that on. Gotcha. This is off. What's that? Like... Oh, that's our religious figure. Oh, I didn't realize I was on top of... Oh, it's only on top of this one. Why? That's interesting. I don't know. So, this one... Yep. Oh, it should be that. Okay. Next, I think these are 8 o'clock. Alright, it is now 10 o'clock. 6 hours left. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay before the steam engine or generator will turn off. Our home situation is very, very grim. We can't, I mean, we're at a state where we can't upgrade the houses. We can only add. We have 2 that we've added. Here's 3. So that's gonna be available for half the population. So this one is gonna be for children. We have 7 children coming, so I'm assuming when the children come, they'll come into this location, which would be good. It's actually a little bit less homes than we actually need. I think we need 5 then. Maybe 4. I might build 4, see what happens. And if we still have some homeless people, you know, that's a little bit of a transition, you know? Alright, the temperature is going to be going down 1 level here pretty soon. The anticipation, oh boy. A few sick, and they're immediately recovered. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yes. Faith Keepers. Are you guys warm? Oh, you guys are fine. Yeah, look at you, livable. Alright. We're gonna spread the word of our captain. And let's also do a sermon, because we're going to do that at the same time when we're supposed to be going door to door. Make people feel really conflicted. Oh, we got people knocking on our doors and stuff, and it's like, oh well, cost 20 food rations. I think we can afford that. I kind of want to do it. I mean, because we have the Londoners still concerned. They're just about, yeah, it's 8 hours. They're gonna leave just before the freeze hits, and they're not gonna survive. So you know what? That's their choice. I mean, we told them. We told them. And you know what? Considering we may not actually need to build a bunch of houses. If that's actually the number that's gonna leave, we have enough homes. Which also means that we've wasted a few materials building these other ones. If I deconstruct something, do I get everything back? I do not. It gets salvaged. And people abandoned the Londoners, that's right. Fewer people want to go to London thanks to High Hope. Hey, look at that. High Hope and 0 discontents. I would like to mention there's this one person who keeps getting sick and then immediately recover. You know, we're not going to focus on that guy. All right. First Londoners convinced to stay. Sir, several of our people who wanted to flee to London have decided to trust you and stay. They say that your recent decisions convinced them there is hope for us here yet. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Mr. Person. 5 hours left. Those minutes are flying by. They must be having so much fun. Time just disappearing. Whoa, what is that? It's too many sick people. So going down. 50% efficiency. Well, you know what? They don't get their job anymore. Let me put somebody else in there. Oh, here it comes. I am not ready. You can see we're really not ready because work has started for the coal places, and we've only just hit the other side. Let's see this happen in real time. I mean, Chile is not bad. Chile is really not that bad. Oh yes, scouts have returned to safety in our city. We have 7 children, 35 workers, 17 engineers, 2 steam thingies, 64 steel, and 215 full trees. Alright, so we are now 10 away from making an automaton. I think I'm gonna make an automaton. I think that's a choice. And it came at a perfect time, I have to say. So now, do we go to the fishing village or do we go to the freshwater springs? It's gonna take so long to get there. I feel like I want to get immediate sort of value. I suspect that they have food, which I'm not very interested in. So that's 2 days. This one day. 150 wood per day, which is actually really awesome. We can see distant glimmers of sun reflected on the surface of the water. Unfrozen water here points to the presence of freshwater springs. I think we're gonna go there. Check that one out. 3 full days. Oh my gosh, the temperature is gonna drop again. Ugh.